Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is going to be pretty fun. The topic is, how do your classmates view you? And if you're not in school anymore, how did your classmates used to view you? So whether you're in school now, college, or whether you're out of school but you're just wondering how your classmates view you or used to view you, I've got 3 piles for you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So go ahead and take a second, see which pile resonates with you, and we can go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on how your classmates view you. All these readings are going to be in present tense. So if you're out of school, just go ahead and put yourself back into the mindset of your younger self when you were in school. And let's go ahead and get started. So how do your classmates view you? Number 1, I'm seeing a lot of successful energy. I will say this, with the Page of Swords, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups, you have quite a few secret admirers, people who watch you, definitely find you very attractive. I also think a lot of your classmates really like your personality as well too. Now with the High Priestess, you might not be the most extremely outgoing person, but if you ever do have your moments, people actually really like it. People like getting to know you as well. With the Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like a lot of your classmates feel like you're good with your work, but you do take your time. Very honest. Like a really nice person. Like a lot of your classmates actually really, really like you. There's like a lot of admiration here. If you do have any sort of spiritual belief, I feel like your classmates know about this as well. But there's something mysterious about you too. You could get a lot of attention from people also that you don't really know too well, who want to get to know you better. I think you look really good, especially if you're taking good care of yourself. Your classmates could also really like your style as well, your hair. You have some serial admirers for sure. People who wish that they could really get to know you better, but for whatever reason. 10 of Wands, oh my gosh. You have a lot of secret admirers. I don't know. Let's see what else we have here. And I'll just say this, I'm well out of high school, but my sister was a couple years younger than me. You have some people who are we'll get into it, but I'll tell you the story really quick. I'm well out of high school, but my sister's a couple years younger than me. And we lived in a smaller town, not super small, but small enough where most people kind of knew of each other. And she told me when she was in school, I had graduated at that point, but she told me that there were people who said oh yeah, I liked her, or I wanted to get to know her, but I just never said anything. I know a lot of people where they find out in hindsight after they're done with school that there were people who liked them or were interested in them but were too afraid to say something or do something. I knew a lot of people in school like that. So I'm getting this really strong energy for you that there's either people who might not ever say anything, you might find out in hindsight. I will also just say, to be honest with you all from personal experience, I'm glad I didn't end up with anybody that I went to school with. So if you feel like people are just not really approaching you as much as you would like, kind of take that as a blessing. I'll just tell you, as someone who's a little bit further along the line, because I'm out of school, out of high school and college. So, there was better out there for me when I was done. So if you're in school now especially, your number one thing really should be academic achievement. Do your homework, participate in class, really try your best, because this is the one time you get to be in school. So, have fun with your friends, really work hard in terms of your studying, take time to rest, but really let that be your first priority, because it's going to really help you in life. But if you're just kind of wondering how people are seeing you, someone who's very smart, with the 6 of Wands to the Page of Swords, someone that a lot of people find very attractive. Knight of Pentacles, people definitely think you're also just going to get better with time. Now with the Devil, you might be dealing with a little bit of jealousy as well. You could have some natural talent when it comes to, well, just natural talent in general, but also natural academic talent. You could be naturally smart too. Some people could feel like you have to try less hard to do just as well. Ace of Cups, people like you though. Four of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands in reverse. People also find you to be pretty chill as well. Like, you might not want to, like, fight or, like, argue with people. Like, you're known for being, like, very little drama here, strength. But, like, strong, confident sun. A sunny, happy person. Just, like, a friendly, warm, happy person. You're nice to people. People like that about you. The star. 10 of Cups. People really like you. And I will say this, especially if you're in school, too. There can always be a level of, like, immaturity that takes place with how we treat each other in high school, you know? Things that you might admire in an adult. If you're a child, you might just be envious of that person. And also remember, too, that not all adults come into maturity. Just because you physically mature doesn't mean you're going to emotionally mature, unfortunately. But I feel like you might deal with a little bit of envy from people. But the core of the energy is people really admiring you. I think you carry yourself very well. I think you have good priorities as well. I think you have a very good reputation at school as well, too. Like, you're there for the right reasons. You're a good person. You're a good friend. Attractive, but smart. 9 of Wands here with the Empress. Yeah, once again, though, I do feel like some people at school do kind of compare themselves to you a little bit and kind of feel a little bit insecure about themselves in comparison to you. I'm seeing a lot of different reasons why. It could be academically, it could be physically, it could be personality, talent, ability. Yeah, the strength. I also think a lot of you set a really good example with the strength here. Like, I feel like you set a good tone. Like, you're not disrespectful to people, you're not disrespectful to teachers or professors. Like, you're serious. You contribute to positivity rather than toxicity. It's beautiful. Anything else? Like, this energy is going to serve you very well in life. Okay. For some of you, and, like, this is so... Oh, my gosh. I'm going to tell you... I hope these stories help because I feel like they're so illuminating to what goes on, especially in, like, school, whether it's high school or college. These spaces can be very confusing places, and they can be very different from the real world. With the 4 Cups and the Moon, let me just tell you the story. When I was in high school, you know, all schools are kind of known for different things, and my school had a pretty good reputation, but I also found out, I think like in my junior year or so, that our school was also known for having a lot of, like, pretty girls. It was a co-ed public school, you know, in a nice area. But that's, I guess, what we were known for. That's what someone who didn't go to our school told us. But there were a lot of pretty girls at my school. And some of the prettiest girls, like the most beautiful girls, never had a date, never had a boyfriend. And that was just a thing that would happen all the time in school. Like, the girls who were known as the prettiest girls, like, they just never had a boyfriend. They never had a date. Like, guys or girls just weren't approaching them like that. And this is kind of the energy I'm getting here, where you might feel, or someone who's resonating with this might feel like they're not really liked like that at school. But this is just one of those things where, number one, I think you're being protected. Like I said, you know, I didn't date a whole lot in high school. I had a couple opportunities, but I just had relationships after I was in school. And it's okay. I think this is also God pushing you to focus on the things that are important, like, truly, like, focus on your studies, have fun with your friends, go on fun adventures with your friends. Like, as someone who has been in school, and I feel like I made a lot of great memories, but if I could go back and do things differently, I would not be worried about dating in school at all. I would just be worried about doing well in school. If you're in college and you meet someone, I think that's a little bit different, because then you're kind of at a point now where if you really meet your future husband or wife, and it makes sense for the both of you, then I think that's okay. But you should really be focusing on making those good memories and doing as well as you can in school. But I feel like if you're feeling like, oh, people don't like me, or I'm not really that pretty, you are. But, like, I'm telling you, listen to that story that I told about my school. They could have been models, these beautiful girls, never were getting asked out. I don't know if it was intimidation, I don't know if it was fear, but let that be a lesson. God is saving you, He's protecting you, so you don't have to deal with all the wildness that goes on in school when it comes to, like, dating and stuff. If you want to date, it's okay. Totally. You know, I dated in college. There's nothing wrong with that. but let what school is really about be your first priority. But just know, there's a whole lot of people who really, really like you and are probably never going to say anything. That's okay. You're going to find your person. So right now, just enjoy what school is about. Work hard, have fun, make good friends, make good memories. All this love and stuff can come later, don't worry. That's what I have for you, Pile 1. Really, really nice energy. So whether I was talking to someone who's already in school or talking to someone who's out of school, and you're just kind of going on a little trip down memory lane, that's what I have for your energy. I hope that resonated and I hope that was helpful for you. Really nice. So thank you so much. You can feel free to check out one of the other piles if you're curious. You can watch one of my other videos, and of course you can always book a personal reading with me if you'd like me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much, and until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 2. So if it's just a second pile, then this is your reading on how do your classmates view you. So I'm going to be reading in present tense. So whether you're in school now or you're out of school, if you're out of school, you can just kind of go back to your past self. We're going to be tapping into the energy of how your classmates either view you now, if you're in school, or if you're out of school, how your classmates used to view you in the past. Okay, how do your classmates view you? I'm seeing a whole lot of people either assuming that you are going to be very successful, or I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if you're just dressing really well, if you look really good. Your classmates either assume that you come from money, or you have money, or you will have money. Like, that's coming through very, very strongly here. Your classmates are assuming you're gonna be very successful. Your classmates definitely assume you come from a good home. If you don't feel like that's accurate, I think that just the way that you carry yourself makes it seem like you come from a great background. You have some really strong leadership qualities as well. You seem very mature, like almost like an elegant energy. With the Page of Wands, I also feel like you have that natural curiosity. Like, you're not just at school just to be at school, but you actually enjoy learning. I see like almost a spark of genius. Your classmates find you very bright as well with the Page of Wands. Like, you just have that innate intellect. I'll be honest, you're I'm not gonna say teacher's pet, but I'm definitely getting that energy of like, no, I'll just say this. This is another piece of advice. I've been giving so much advice in this reading because, you know, I'm out of school, high school, and college, and they were great experiences. But especially if you're in college, but also nowadays in, you know, high school as well. If you're in school, you know, be good, participate in class, do your work, you will get good grades. I promise you. If you're in your lecture hall, or if you're like in a small group class in college, be the person who asks questions. Be respectful, be helpful, but just ask questions, talk in class. I promise you, you will get very good grades. It's and I think it's also really a good path just for life in general. But I am kind of getting that person who people assume now, whether this is true or not, they think like you do all your work, you do it on time, like you're about your grades. Like, very successful energy. Your classmates do like you, though. So even though, like, you do all your work, you're never going to be that person, like, if the teacher doesn't ask for homework, you're not going to be like, wait, like, you know, when, like, the teacher will, like, forget to ask for homework, and everybody's like, yes, and that one person who's like, wait, don't forget to collect the homework, like, you're not going to do all that. But maybe, like, a week later, you'll be like, oh, just so you know, like, you forgot to ask for homework, but, like, can I give it to you for extra credit? Like, you'll be chill about it. I feel like you don't bother your classmates at all. Like, your classmates like you. I feel like you're also very helpful to classmates too. So you don't really have like a know-it-all energy. Like, if somebody needs help with something, you'll like help them with it. If someone's like confused about something, you'll either be like, oh yeah, I was confused too, but this is how I figured it out. Like, you're not gonna be like, oh, that confuses you. Like, you're really chill and cool. But your classmates feel like they can either rely on you. Especially I'm getting to, like, this is giving me more college, but it's reminding me of, like, you never want the classroom to be completely silent. But if nobody knows what to say, they feel like they could rely on you to, like, help in some way. Something like that. It's actually such a nice energy. Queen of Wands, and they find you attractive. But what I see here is, like, I feel like the more substantial stuff comes first. Like, they feel like you got brains and beauty. Nine of Cups. Ooh, okay, hold on. Your classmates really like you. Oh, your classmates love you. I'll be honest though, I feel like your classmates feel like you are not here for like love and stuff though. Like you're here for school to like get good grades. Like yeah, but like at the same time, you're passionate. Your classmates feel like you're passionate about like education, like actually like what you're at school for. Your classmates feel like you're gonna be very successful. And I'll be honest, like if this doesn't make any sense for you, don't make it fit. But like your classmates feel like you have either got bank or your family's got bank or something like that, or you will have bank. Your classmates could feel like you have very high earning potential, like you're gonna be very successful. Your classmates really love you. I don't know what else to say. Like pile 2 is always like doing so good. So if you pick pile 2 consistently, like your energy is like chef's kiss. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. Oh, okay. Okay, Ace of Cups with the King of Swords and the 4 of Cups. So I am getting, you know how we picked up that energy where you're concerned about why you're in school, you know? I wanna do well. I wanna get good grades so I can, you know, be successful in the future. There are some classmates who feel like they wish that you were more into like socializing kind of, but more like love or something. Like there could be classmates that either want to like flirt with you or like see you out or something, see you outside of class, and they don't. The Star. You're like, ooh, Emperor. Your teachers love you, by the way. The Hermit. Yeah, you like study to a sort. Okay. Your classmates definitely feel like you are that person that like is very serious about school and is going to be very successful because of it. Like your classmates could assume like you're just here to study. Like you're not trying to like hang out, make friends, party or anything like that. 3 of Cups. Oh, 4 Cups in the Sun. A lot of your classmates wish they could hang out with you outside of class, but like I don't know if they don't know you or they're scared or you're too busy, you got too much to do. Oh, I'm hearing for some of you, if you're already out of school, you have classmates that wish that they like kept in touch with you. That's sad. Oh man. Yeah, they like keep it to themselves, but you do have classmates that wish that they could be closer to you. So if you have a classmate, I'll say this, I don't have that many regrets when it comes to school, but I do have one classmate that invited me out to eat, and I don't know why I said no. I have no idea why to this day. I think I was just shy or something, but I wish I'd gone out with her and actually hung out with her because she was great. So if there's one thing that I would say is that if you have classmates that, you know, are trying to hang out with you or trying to get to know you and they feel like they're nice, good people, that would be good friends, I would definitely, you know, you can have fun. Like, you can go out and, like, do stuff, you know? I think for a lot of you, like, you do want to be really successful. You are at school for the right reasons. But, yeah, I see that you at least have one classmate that really does want to get to know you a little bit better, be friends. So it's totally, you know, I think you know that. It's fine to do that. But maybe, honestly, there's even, like... I'm not sure where your energy is coming from when it comes to this, because I feel like... there's a very strong energy of you being like in school for the right reasons, but maybe there's a little bit of like anxiety or feeling a little bit different or something that's kind of holding you back from a little bit more connection. So it's okay if you want to let people take the lead, but if you feel like there's someone who's trying to reach out to you really and connect with you, you know, just take a leap, because I feel like honestly your classmates really like you, but I think they see that you take school quite seriously. But I think you also, you know, you want to have fun too. You want to let loose too. So if there's someone you feel like is trying to take the lead and, you know, get closer to you or hang out with you, I would go for it. Because, you know, some of my best friends I've met in school. And it's a beautiful experience. Really nice energy. So that's what I have for you, Pile 2. I hope this resonated. I hope this is helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of my other readings if you would like. You can look at one of the other piles if you're curious. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much, Pile 2. Really nice energy. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, Pile 3. So if you chose a third pile, then this is your reading on how do your classmates view you. So I'm reading these today in the present tense. So if you're out of school, just kind of go back to your past previous self, and we're going to tap into the energy of how your classmates used to view you when you were in school. But whether you're in school now or used to be, let's go ahead and look at the energy. So, pile 3, I see that you have great people skills. Like, your classmates could find you, like, to be a very, like, fun, funny, charismatic, and charming person. Now, with the Magician, I'll be honest, I don't know, like, if you're good at, like, schmoozing teachers or, like, getting your way in school or in the classroom. Your classmates feel like you're, like, kind of a finesser. Not in a bad way, but, like, you just are good at, like, making things happen the way that you want them to, which I think will be a good skill to have as an adult. Of course, you know, always try to do the right thing, always try to be a good person, but in terms of just like having charisma and being able to work with people, you're really good with that. I do see that your classmates, it's giving me that energy of like they think you're going to do something really significant with your life. Like they're waiting to see what you're going to be like after high school or after college. Now, it's interesting, too, because you could be a little bit of a loner. If not, you could either enjoy your alone time or you're not afraid to do things by yourself, but you're also a very unique individual. I also feel like your classmates really enjoy, like, your personality being around you, but you also happen to be, like, a lot deeper than I think they even realize at first. They're like, oh, wow, they're actually really smart, too. I feel like you contribute to like a nice energy or a nice vibe in the classroom as well. Very wise. Like the Fool and the High Priestess, it's so funny. It's like you're fun to be around, but you're also very wise. You could be really funny, like witty. Now, I will say this with the Magician. For some of you, not all, you could give a slightly witchy vibe. But I'm also getting that some of your classmates could feel like either you're like very lucky or like you just like there's something sort of mystical or magical about you, whether you like manifest, things just like happen for you. There's something slightly hypnotizing about you as well too. It's really interesting. What an interesting energy. Emperor. Yeah, you're really good at like getting your way. You are. I don't know whether you're like good with your teachers or I'll be honest, like so in all the piles I've been kind of telling stories from my like school days because I feel like they're good examples of like what this energy looks like in real life. But like I definitely, for the most part, all my teachers really liked me, and especially by senior year, like I never like skipped class necessarily, but there was a teacher that really liked me, this female teacher that I'd had for a couple of years, and I would like volunteer in her class and like skip a class I didn't like. I would still do the homework, and so I got good grades. But I remember people being like, oh, you just don't have to go to that class, and I was like, no, like that kind of thing where like you're not necessarily doing anything bad, but you kind of get your way. And you are able to kind of bend the rules a little bit. I hope that makes sense. Like, not a bad kid at all, but definitely, like, someone who... Some of your classmates kind of feel like there's different rules for you. I don't know if that makes sense. The Two of Wands. Whoa, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Some of your classmates could either assume, like, you come from money, or there's some sort of stability there with that Ten of Pentacles I'm seeing. Judgment here. Oh, Judgment. Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. If you don't come from money and your classmates know it, they feel like you're going to become quite financially successful here. Or if you work, or if you will work, like you're good with money. Interesting. I also feel like your classmates feel like you're not like a pushover either. I don't know if you fight or if you've ever fought. I wouldn't recommend it. I would never recommend ever fighting in school. I've never gotten in a fight in school. There was one time in high school where a girl wanted to fight me over a misunderstanding. but one of my guy friends was there and he kind of like stepped in and stopped the whole thing. But that was my only personal experience with any sort of like fight. I mean, you know, when you're in elementary school, you kind of like roughhouse with other kids, but nothing like a fight. But also, I'll be honest, I went to high school a little over about a decade ago. And we didn't used to fight the way that they fight now. So if you're in school now, you know, I will pray for you because I know what goes on. All right, what else do we have here? Like, you're not afraid to defend yourself, whether it's verbally or wands. I also think a lot of your classmates actually feel like a kinship with you. Like, a lot of your classmates do like you and kind of have your back as well. Even if they don't show it. Like, if there's ever a moment, yeah, your classmates definitely, like, I don't even talk like this, but I was gonna say F with you, if you know what that means. I'm sure you do. Yeah. Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Empress. Your classmates put you on a little bit of a pedestal here. Like, your classmates do think you're cool. Like, you're different, but you're cool. And you do kind of get your way. Especially if you, like, try. Now, once again, like, with the devil, I wouldn't, like, don't use that, like, in a bad way. But, you know, if you want to kind of bend things in a positive direction, I think that's perfectly fine. A lot of your classmates do find you quite attractive with that Knight of Wands as well. Four of Swords. Like, chill, though. You could fall. Have you ever fallen asleep in class? Sorry. I know I have. Ten of Swords in reverse. I'm kind of getting, like, your energy. You have a strong energy, and your energy almost seems like it kind of goes beyond the borders of the confines of, like, this school system. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like your classmates feel like you're giving me, like, wisdom beyond your years, and you are going to be successful way beyond school. Like, your classmates are already assuming that you're not going to peak in school. I also feel like maybe you're very hard. Okay, I'm just going to say it because this is something that I think is really common in school, you know, since time immemorial. But, like, when it comes to bullying and stuff, I'll just say the way that it's coming out. Your classmates could feel like you're very hard to bully. Like, either you don't care or, like, you just don't, like, put up with it. Like, Ten of Swords in reverse. And I've seen that, especially when I was in school. It's a very, very funny story, but when I was in middle school, my hometown wasn't nearly as diverse as it is now. It's really diverse now, and it's great, but when I was in school, there was another girl who came to our school with a similar background to me. You know, we were one of maybe, like, 10 or 12 at our school. She was really mean to me. We were in middle school, like, just, like, trying to bully me for maybe, like, the first year, and then a year or two later, she, like, apologized to me, and we became friends in high school, but she was, like, you know, she explained why and what she was going through at home and stuff. But especially when you're younger, you know, I feel like people kind of, I think she said that she was afraid of being bullied when she came to the school, so she wanted to find somebody else to kind of make the target. I guess that was me. Thankfully, it never really stuck. You know, I think we all deal with mean kids, you know, once in a while in school, but I'm very fortunate that, you know, I was never, like, seriously bullied. But some of us in this collective have been. And I feel like there's kind of this energy now where you are not going to be held down. You know, you're going to supersede it. You're going to move past it. And I would just say really reach for the stars. Really continue to strive to become the person you want to become. You know, if you can deal with this, the rest of life is a breeze. So whether it's some healing that needs to be taking place, if there's been some pain in the past, I feel like for a lot of you, though, you're just kind of bigger than it, honestly. And if this is something that you're dealing with, just know that it will get better. That, you know, honestly, what happens in school, like, just get good grades. Just get good grades. Make good memories with the people that you love. All of this is really going to be water under the bridge. So if someone's trying to be mean to you or trying to be rude to you, they're probably, let's be real, going through hell at home and taking it out on other people. 99% of the time, that's just what a bully is. So you can pray for them and just know whatever they're trying to inflict on you in school, they're probably going through 10 times worth at home. So just try to avoid people like that. stay around people who love you and support you, because I feel like a lot of the people who go to school with you really, really like you, really admire you, and they think that you're going to have huge potential in the future. And this, honestly, out of all of the piles, pile 2 is definitely giving me, like, classmates assuming that they're going to be very financially well off. But out of all 3 piles, this is, like, most likely to be famous. That's how your classmates see you. Someone who's going to be very influential. So keep moving forward. And just remember, if you have haters, if you have people coming after you, it's because they see your power and your potential. That is an endorsement of you, that they see you. But don't let them stop you. I promise you. This will be water under the bridge. You have so much success ahead of you. Keep going. You got this. That's what I have for you. Really nice energy for all 3 piles. This was such a fun little reading. This was fun for me to kind of walk down memory lane because, just like everybody, I've got good memories and bad memories, but I have so many great memories from school, and I'm very fortunate and blessed for that. So that's what I have for you. I do hope this resonated. I hope this was helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of my other videos if you would like. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like me to read the energy in your situation. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me once again. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.